And a good Sunday, everybody, the 21st of February, 2021. My name is Jewel. This is the Weather Channel of J7409. Thank you very, very much for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. As you can see, we have some lighter snow moving across around Iowa, portions of Nebraska, moving right on up around the Great Lakes for today. This goes through 9 p.m. tonight, just for today for my future radar. We have another system coming in, bringing snow to the mountainous areas. I'm going to show you, even have some avalanche warnings going on up here and in the northern sections of Idaho. Rain will be the story, looking like most parts down around, excuse me, around lower Indiana, moving into Kentucky and western Tennessee, parts of Mississippi and Louisiana. Hey, where do you think the high and the low temperature was yesterday? Well, here we have it. The high temperature for Saturday, February the 20th, was at El Centro, California. They beat out Florida. They came in with 83 degrees for a high with a low temperature. Minus 24, both in Minnesota, in Ely, Minnesota, and Brimson, Minnesota. Everybody's going to have a warm-up, like I told you. Any kind of warm-up is thankful right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the GFS model. This is courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Let's run it through, if we can, right quick here. You're going to see this is what, here's your timestamp. This is going right on through. It's looking like, though, enjoy this week, my friends. This is more or less lighter snow with the heavier snow for Washington, portions of Montana, northern Idaho, as you can see. We're going to zoom this on up. We still have little systems moving through. Nothing like what has been going on until we get through February. Lots of rain on the East Coast, as you can see, as we move along. Now, a week from today, we have this other trailing system coming through, which could bring some freezing rain and ice and sleet to portions of Kansas, moving right on through, as you can see, into Missouri, with a little bit of heavier snow moving along with it. But I hate to tell you guys this, but when we move on through, look here, where you guys just had all that snow and freezing rain in western Tennessee, moving right on up and across it all the way to New York. You could have some more freezing rain, followed by some snow. Looking like more or less rain's going to be. You can see where the blue lines, this is where the blue lines are. This is the cold air that's coming down. That's why you guys, it looks like more than likely the beginning of March is going to be kind of rough for a lot of people, right on up through maybe Maine. We'll have to wait and see. And as far south as Mississippi and portions of northern Alabama. And maybe portions of Georgia, as you can see, looking like West Virginia when we back up for a moment. Around the 2nd of March as this system moves through. This is going to be a very potent system if it does play out like it's looking like it could. Heavy snow in West Virginia. You can see all of this right in here where it's darker blue. So I wanted to bring this up and bring this to your attention. Enjoy this week, folks, because we may have another potent winter storm headed across the U.S. Now, as we take a check of the watches and warnings map, see this little red place up in Montana? It's just one little county there. Well, that's a blizzard warning, and you guys who live right in that area there, you are under a blizzard warning from around 3 p.m. this afternoon till 11 a.m. Tuesday. And your wind, the wind, you see all the brown around you there? Well, your wind where this red area is could gust up to 80 miles per hour. Now, that's a Category 1 hurricane wind strength, and this is for the northern Rocky Mountain front. Now, as you see, all of the brown moving around in Montana. We have some in Wyoming. This is a wind advisory warning watch, folks. Now, in these areas, the winds, it's a wind warning. You could get winds up to 65 miles per hour, okay? Looking like most of you are going to be under this wind warning from right now, started at 6 a.m. this morning until 10 p.m. tomorrow. So keep that in mind and pay attention and stay safe. Now, it's looking like here's your snow. You got your snow from Kansas, Nebraska, north and northwestern Missouri, moving up in Iowa, just a little smidgen corner of northwestern Illinois, moving up and on around. Now, this, of course, is snow. Now, it's looking like this is all, it's not storms, it's winter weather advisories. They're going to last till around 6 p.m. this evening, especially for central Iowa. It's looking like mainly snow, but you could get a little bit of freezing rain mixed in with it. And anywhere in these areas could reach anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of snow, with the lowest accumulations near the Missouri border. Now, as we move back over west, all of this lighter blue area, as you can see right in here, avalanche warnings until 6 p.m. today. Now, when we move down in Oregon, you see these areas right here. Well, what does this mean? Well, for Oregon, it's looking like winter storm watches, okay? Winter storm watches will go into effect tomorrow afternoon, Monday afternoon, and they should last through Tuesday evening. Now, this is for people above 2,000 feet. Now, I want to clear this off right quick and show you. In Minnesota and down in Iowa, you see all this dark. A lot of times we don't talk about it, but folks, you need to pay attention. This is an air quality alert, and there are fine particle pollution is in the air in these areas, and it's very unhealthy for children and elderly people and anyone with respiratory or cardiac problems, and people who do strenuous outdoor activity or work for a prolonged period of time. You need to make sure that you're going to be all right and you take precautions before you go out in it. All of the air up here has very fine particles in it as of now, and it's very hard on your breathing. I would like to take time to ask if you are into the weather and daily weather forecast to please subscribe, click that bell, and check off all to ensure you get all my latest weather videos. Here's the NAM map. It's the 32K NAM map. You can see the little blue dotted lines. That's the cold, cold air. You can see the warmer air coming up through Oklahoma and parts of Kansas. About halfway through Kansas here, moving on out across Mexico and over South Carolina, split right down the middle with the warm air. To the mid-north, it's cooler. To the mid-south, it's warmer. Let's turn it on. Let me tell you what is happening right now, my friends. It looks like all these temperatures are going to moderate across the entire central U.S., okay? But we have a deep area of upper level energy. Now, it's going to traverse the central U.S. through the beginning of the week. Now, this amplified trough will help develop and propagate an area of low pressure north and eastward across the upper Midwest today and into the Northeast by Monday. Now, light with locally moderate snowfall will spread from the upper Midwest across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast during this time. Now, we do have an area of 2 to 4 inches of snow that's likely for much of the upper Midwest, with locally higher amounts possible in Iowa today, as I've showed you. Now, the central Appalachians and interior Northeast will also see a general area of 2 to 4 inches, while locally heavier amounts are expected for areas downwind of the lower Great Lakes tonight into tomorrow. Now, some light freezing rain, that nasty stuff indeed, it may develop across much of the central Appalachians this evening. Rain showers will spread across the middle and lower Mississippi Valley, Tennessee Valley, southeast and mid-Atlantic through Monday evening. Now, some areas of scattered to isolated thunderstorms may develop along the Carolina and southeast coast tomorrow night. As of now, we have nothing severe looks like it's going to be popping up, but I will keep my eyes on it. Persistent troughing and the emergence of another upper level disturbance. It's going to be driving mechanisms for the potential of heavy snow in the Cascades and Northern Rockies over the next couple of days. Like I've showed you, around a foot of snow is likely to fall over parts of the Northern Rockies, while multiple feet of snow are expected over parts of the Northern Cascades during this time. There's a potential for heavy rain to impact the Pacific Northwest coast in the meantime. High temperatures are expected to rise well above normal over parts of the northern plains today and tomorrow, while highs in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Hey, that's great. They're going to return to the rest of the plains and the Midwest. And that's a check of your weather for today. Have a very good day, safe day, and blessed Sunday, my friends. Thanks for everything you do for me, and may each and every one of you have much peace, love, and kindness in your life today. Thanks for watching.